Hi, welcome to our dialogue system called Weiss. This is going to be a quick introduction into what Weiss is and how to use the system. The first thing we should mention is Weiss is a opinion-based dialogue system. This is different than some of the other dialogue systems you might be used to, like Siri, Echo, or Eevee. Instead of asking this fact-based questions like what is the capital of Texas or who is the current president of Colombia, these are subjective questions we aim to answer, like, is the movie X any good? Or do a lot of people like restaurant Y? Those are the types of questions that our system is meant to answer. So let's just get into the system. We've collected information from 3 domains. We've collected restaurant reviews, we've collected news articles, and we've collected, comments from news articles, and we've collected comments from movies from IMDb. With that information, you can ask the system questions about those 3 domains. We don't handle anything else. This is very much still in the development phase. And this is really just to show that a system like this is possible and to give us a good foundation on to build in the future too. So let's just get started. So let's say that I want to know more about the movie Terminator. So something that I can do is typing in a natural spoken language. This isn't a search engine like Google or Bing or Yahoo. You don't have to type sort of cryptic questions to get a response. You can interact with this in a very natural, spoken, verbal way. For instance, I'll just start off with, let's talk about the Terminator. And we'll see the response comes back with, there are 8 movies or news articles, so please choose between the 2. So our system here has detected that there are both news articles and movies talking about something called Terminator. It hasn't decided yet whether Terminator is a movie or not, and it's asking the user to pick. So, like I said, I want to talk about the movie, so how about the movie? And something that Weiss has also done is it's realized that there's more than one record in the database saying something about the Terminator. It's detected that there's a movie called Terminator 2 Judgment Day, there's a movie called The Terminator, and then there's a movie called Terminator Genesis. So just picking one randomly here, I'm going to pick number 2, so I'm going to say, let's talk about 2. Another thing you can do here is just type in the number you want to talk about. But either way, it determines that you want to talk about the second object in that list. So now we've selected the movie Terminator, and we can start asking questions about it, like, what did people think about the movie? And this gives us back a general idea of what all of the people said about the movie. Looks like 81% of people said good things about the movie, so that's a pretty high percentage. So that tells me right off the bat that this is a decent movie, or at least people on IMDb are saying good things about it. But I want to know more. Let's try and get a positive opinion from someone. So we can say, give me a positive comment or opinion or review or whatever you want to use there. You don't have to use specific words. And then here we go. We have something that says, a positive opinion says, to think this was all based upon just a quick nightmare that James Cameron had. He didn't have much money, but he had a good script, a great crew on his side to make one of the cinema's greatest movies of all time. You can continue reading that. Something that we're doing here that you won't really understand is we're summarizing large comments. So particularly with IMDb, a lot of the comments are multi-paragraph, sometimes even pages long, and that doesn't really show up well, and that's not really user-friendly whenever you just want sort of a quick idea. So what we do is we summarize and then give you a quick summary of the comment. We can ask for another positive comment, or you know what, I would like to see an opposite opinion. So let's just ask for one. Can I have an opposite opinion? You can see I've typed this in earlier. And it says this person doesn't agree. Now this is just a small error on my part. It should say this person doesn't agree with the last comment. So this is going to be a comment that has sort of a negative sentiment. It says, rarely has a film so frightened an audience as The Terminator. After its release in 1984, the extremely low-budget sci-fi auctioneer broke box office records and gave audience something more to fear. In a time of exceeding technology, how long will it be before man is overtaken by the very things he created? So this summary doesn't really have a positive or negative. If anything, I would say this is more positive, has a positive sentiment over a negative sentiment. Something you'll want to realize is the sentiment analysis we're using is very basic. It is sometimes incorrect. So be gentle in that aspect. But still, please write down whenever something doesn't match the sentiment that you think it should. Thank you for taking the time to watch this quick demo. Please be honest with your feedback. Please make suggestions and tell us where the system doesn't work, what you would like to have different. Anything at all would be great to hear back from you. Thanks for watching, and thanks for participating in the user study.